So I'm here with James Godfrey from Lease Loop. Hi James, how you doing?
I'm okay, Leo, and how are you?
Yeah, really, really good, thanks. And for those of you out there in Fore Business land and beyond, we've been having a great one-to-one this morning for the last 20 minutes, half an hour. And James, just very briefly, do you want to tell the folks out there what Lease Loop do and perhaps who you're looking to meet?
Yeah, no, definitely. Lease Loop specialises in Apple Mac equipment to SMEs across the UK. All of our Macs come with 3 years of Apple Care, giving 24/7 telephone support and 3 years parts labour hardware warranty. Our key customers tend to be creatives, marketing agencies, web designers, people like that. But as iPhones and iPads are infiltrated the consumer lifestyle, more and more businesses are using Apple Macs within their businesses. So anybody that wants a sexy looking machine but doesn't want to spend thousands of pounds in one go, then come to us because leasing gives them great cash flow opportunities.
Yeah, massive advantage for people not having to spend maybe 1,000, 2,000, maybe even more
No, definitely.
in one go. And I guess they're then able to constantly, if new models come out or their business expands, they can change what they're getting from you.
Yeah, we the best way of saying it is you kind of go into either a 2 or 3 year agreement. You can upgrade the lease 3/4 of the way through, which is great if you want to keep your monthly overhead down. Another option, and actually marginally cheaper option, is just to take out a new lease that runs alongside it. But what we're very careful to do is explain both those options to the customer so that we get the right balance between monthly affordability and outturn cost. So it really comes down to the individual customer and what their financial requirements are.
So it's a case of who do you know who is in that scope of area of business in terms of being creatives. And you may have been in people's offices and you see Mac machines there and they're going to be really good connections for you. Now, you're a member at Telford, aren't you? And how long have you been a member now?
Just over a year.
Yeah.
So, joined, I think, last December. And much to the annoyance of my fellow members in Telford, I managed to get a free TomTom watch and about 2 months of deferred payments and stuff like that. So I think I've just about got over that.
They're talking to you.
Yeah, they're talking to me again. But it's I'd have to be honest and say I was one of those people that joined for work-life balance and for golf. But I guess had a bit of a light bulb moment about the middle of the year, thinking I could actually make this work for Lease Loop. Went to the pairs competition with Martin Pitchford.
Yeah. Met
Sean and Aaron. Had some great conversations with them. And since then, we've got our inquiry levels have gone up through Fore Business. Got our first client, Alan Morpeth, over at AMDS. Great guy if you're looking for GDPR solutions.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of other things in the pipeline, which we'll be talking about next year, but are really exciting for Lease Loop within the Fore Business community.
That's brilliant. And just finally, for people who might be watching this who are thinking about coming along as a guest or maybe even joining, what would your recommendation be to those people?
Come along and experience it. As a business owner, it's free to come and sample a Fore Business event, so there's no cost implication. I think the biggest challenge for most people is they hear golf and they think it's a jolly or an excuse to come out of the office. If you look at some of the success stories across Fore Business, you can see that it's a really valuable part of anybody's marketing strategy. It can be a jolly. If you just want to turn up once a month for golf, do so. But I think there's a huge proportion of people that have realised that this is a key component of their marketing strategy. And if you utilise the national forum that you get through the social media, the national competitions, it's just your local group is just the key to the door, basically.
It's a really good way of looking at it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think compared to other networks, which I am a member of and are very good for our business, they tend to be very much your local group that meets once a week in that hotel meeting room. Fore Business, for me, being a member of Telford, whilst there are opportunities at a local level, it really is just about being able to access the wider community of what must be 1,500 plus members nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's growing, isn't it? I know there's going to be potentially another 30 groups taking it well over 100 next year. Well, James, it's been absolutely brilliant. I had a really, really good one-to-one. I've got some good ideas I've jotted down just from having this one-to-one. And there's at least one or two people that I'm aiming to hook you up with, both in the Fore Business community, and I've thought of at least one person who's not within the community at the moment, but would probably be a good connection. So, guys, if you're out there and you haven't started having one-to-ones locally, as James said, and across the network, then please make sure you do. And James, I'm looking forward to coming up to Telford very soon and seeing you and Mark and some of the others in 2018 as well.
Yeah, come up and have a go at our putting competition.
I'll certainly have a go. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Leo.